Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Libra, you are up for the tarot energy reading for the month of April. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. I'm using 4 decks, well, 3 decks. The 4th one is just in case. I'm using the Kipper deck, my Korean tarot deck. It's like a tarot oracle deck. I'm using the King Solomon oracle deck, and then the Little Witch tarot deck for clarification if needed. So, yeah, this should be about maybe 15 to 20 minutes at the most, give or take. We shall see. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll start with the King Solomon oracle deck. Right quick. May I have the energy for Libra for the month of April? May I have the energy for Libra for the month of April? May I have the energy of Libra for the month of April? What is it that Libra needs to hear? 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 Wow. These 2 cards fell out, but I'm not taking them. But just out of curiosity, I'm going to read them to you. I'm not going to count this in the reading, but I'm going to read the cards to you just because they fell out. It's number 12 and number 16. So, number 12, it says control, authority, and leadership. Assertiveness, authority. So, some of you could be an authority figure or dealing with an authority figure. That could be going on. And then, I'm just giving you the Cliff Notes version. And then number 16, for that one, material and spiritual abundance. So someone who shares all they possesses, which is kind of your energy, because Empress energy, I always tell people Empress energy is Libra, Taurus, and Cancer, because Empress is the mother of the tarot deck, Cancer is the mother of the zodiac. So Empress energy is part of your energy because it's Venus energy, which rules the sign of Libra as well as Taurus. So yeah, there may be something where you're in a position to give to others, or someone is in the position to give to you. Maybe you're dealing with an authority figure who's in the position to give to you. Something is saying like the ball is in your court when it comes to that, whether you want to do it or not. What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? May I have a card for Libra? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? May I have a card for Libra? Thank you. So 25 and 4. All right. So 2 cards came out. Number 25. I don't use my King Solomon deck often. That's why I have to use my booklet. All right. So opening doors, breakthroughs, opportunities, monetary success. Wasn't I just talking about abundance? Okay. So monetary success, a financial breakthrough, a new beginning. Opportunities with potential to succeed. The gates are opening before you. Your path is assured. Safe and protected. Positive change. New events. just around the corner, removal of all roadblocks and difficulties. Person, an advisor who promotes your highest good, a champion who opens doors for you, the ultimate cheerleader. So, Libra, I feel that you could be the cheerleader for someone, or someone will be the cheerleader for you. Because with cards, it can go either way. It can go where you're the person that is doing all of this, or where someone is doing this for you. Either way, there's someone in your corner, is what's going on. And they believe in you. I'm trying to see what other energy I'm picking up here. I feel also you have to open the door. I'm going back to the ball is in your court thing, what I heard earlier. The ball is in your court. I might even title this that, the ball is in your court. It's where, in order for something to be given to you, you have to be receptive to it, if that makes sense. Like, if you have your arms crossed instead of your arms open or your hand out for someone to give you something, there's a difference. So you have to be receptive to it. The ball's in your court. Maybe there's something going on where there were some past situations that kind of jaded you a little bit, and that might be why you have your arms crossed, like, I don't know if I can trust this person, or I don't know if I can trust these people. But really, there's someone who's rooting for you. Or vice versa. You may be rooting for someone, and they may have their arms crossed. But I feel like this is you. I really do. Let me read number 4 right quick. All right. Number 4, it says enemies, betrayal, treachery, conspiracy. That might be why you have your arms crossed, because you don't know who to trust. You're in you may be in an energy. Something just told me, don't let enemies and betrayal and other stuff of the past, or things that are surrounding you in the current, block your blessings. Because the ball is in your court on this. You may be surrounded by people, or a person, dealing with a person that doesn't have your best interest at heart. And you already know that, maybe intuitively, or you've already seen the proof of that. However, that energy from that situation, don't let it pour over into another situation where somebody is attempting to open a door for you and bring abundance in. Because when that abundance comes in from the other situation, it will more than likely remove you from this situation with the enemies, is what it will do. So it says, someone may be acting against you behind your back. Someone is not being faithful to you. Holistic hostility. Someone is trying to incite you against someone else. So there may be some stuff going on in the family, maybe on the job, maybe in the home, whatever. Don't let that or those experiences keep you from experiencing what is meant for you, which is abundance. What the universe is attempting to deliver to you is abundance. Again, the ball is in your court. You have to have discernment, is what you have to do. And not just be cut off to everything. Because don't forget, Libra is also Queen of Swords energy too. In Queen of Swords, she's very discerning, but one thing about the Queen of Swords is that she's had her heart broken before. This thing almost burned my, because you see how high this flame is up? I was reaching over to get the Kipper deck like that. I felt that heat real quick. Let me lift my arm a little bit higher, because I'll get burned on camera. We don't want that. It might go viral, but we still don't want it. All right, let me pull something from the Kipper deck right quick. May I have the energy for Libra for April? May I have the energy for Libra for April? May I have the energy for Libra for April? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? Also, going to that false, enemies, false person, all that stuff. That could be you as well, Libra, where you're not being genuine with someone, where you're creating hostility with someone. If that is you, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. And that's for any of this. If that is you, then you have to be careful about that, because being in that energy could keep you from receiving your blessing. So there may have been someone that had done something to you, and then the question is, okay, do you want to be petty and do something back to them and be hostile with them? Or do you just want to, ignore that negative energy and embrace your blessings and do that? So, yeah, what is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? May I have some cards for Libra, please? What is it Libra needs to hear? Thank you. Gift. I told you. Someone wants to give you a gift. Someone wants to give you a gift. There's something that wants to come towards you, is what wants to happen. Imprisonment is at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, I'm picking up Eight of Swords energy. Some of you, again, because of a bad experience, you may be blocking off everyone. Like you're not using discernment. You're under the impression that everyone might be out to get you. And this is for some of you, not all of you. You might be under the impression that everyone is out to get you, but there's actually someone who wants to give you a gift. But because you're blocking them out, the abundance, the gift can't get to you. May I have another card for Libra, please? Thank you. You can't make this up. Imprisonment came out. It came out on its own. It was at the bottom of the deck. Now it came out on its own. So yeah, some of you need to open up. Some of you need to open up and not lock yourself away from the entire, I don't want to say world. That's not it. There's another way I want to phrase this. Do not lock yourself away from all the opportunities. At least see what the opportunities are and then use discernment. And then you can determine whether it's a bad opportunity or whether it's a good opportunity. And do that. But the ball is in your court. What's at the bottom of the deck? Mature man. There may be a mature man playing a role. Maybe you're a mature man or something. Maybe you're dealing with a parent, a father figure, a grandfather, something of that nature. Something else with this imprisonment and enemies. Don't be surprised too, for some of you, where whatever this person is doing, it could actually land them in prison. If you know someone is doing something shady that could land them in jail, don't be surprised if it does. And don't let yourself get sucked into that energy, too. And this is random, and it may only resonate with one person, but I gotta say it because I heard it. Also, going back to the discernment thing, be careful what gifts you receive from people. If something is hot and you get your spidey sense goes off and you know something might have been boosted and you're like, okay, wait a second. Now, this person, you know what I'm saying. And you're like, well, it was boosted, but I mean, they gave it to me as a gift, so please don't accept stolen merchandise, Libra. Because it might get you in jail. Just saying. All right? But the ball is in your court. Let me go ahead and take a quick card from the Korean Tarot, and then we will wrap this up. Energy for Libra for April. Energy for Libra for April. Energy for Libra for April. What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear for the month of April? What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? Energy for Libra in April. What is it that Libra needs to hear? What is it that Libra needs to hear? Energy for Libra in April. May I have a card, please? Energy for Libra in April. Okay, we can't take all of these, but I will take that one. Let's see. King's Chief Secretary. All right, number 39. King's Chief Secretary. All right, this one says keywords: getting things done in unison with one another. Helping hand extended. Wasn't this number 25 talking about somebody coming in to help you out in the King Solomon? That's interesting. Okay, it says helping hand extended in the midst of hardship. Somebody wants to give you a gift. Somebody wants to help you out. Will receive help from someone younger or socially inferior. Interesting. It says work executed in a discreet manner. Loyalty should be considered important. Gathering of people with very strong bonds that cannot be judged by simple interest, or the progress of such people's work. So, and just a little background, it says the chief secretary who carries an order by the anguished king is leaving the chamber with a secret letter. It is probably a secret message from the king. The king seems to be in a situation where he cannot rely on anyone and has to make a lonely decision. The chief secretary hurriedly hits the road to carry out the royal command in a discreet manner. He looks determined to accomplish the objective to a high and lofty king in complete unison with the king. Some of you may be working with someone else. I feel like there's an authority figure involved. Going back to the bottom of the deck on the Kipper deck, the mature man. You may be working with someone to get a task done. There's an opportunity for a gift to happen, or some type of recognition or abundance because of working with someone else. But you have to be open to it, is what you have to do. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is confirming again. I have 1, 2, 3, because the gift card is saying somebody's offering you something. Number 25 in the King Solomon deck is saying someone is coming in. And then the King's Chief Secretary bringing something. Someone is coming in. Someone wants to help. So use discernment. That is my message to you. I'm going to get going because I didn't want this to be longer than 20 minutes. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, Libra, be blessed.